What's up, everybody? Trinity here. Welcome back to the Second Street Marvel. It's New Comic Book Wednesday, and here I am in my local comic book shop, Bases, Cards, and Comics, right here in Lancaster, California, right? Thank you all so much for being here today. Guys, we're going to talk about some new comic books. I'm going to show off my new comic book pull list here, and then we'll go ahead and get into some reviews of these books. If you want to know more about these books, any particular ones, please let me know down in the comments below. I do apologize about the delay being a little bit late here. Is just had kind of technical difficulties. Hey, you know what? You don't know about technical difficulties until you're going live from your local comic book shop, right? Hey, come on. Come on. Come on. Anyway, guys, thank you all so much for being here. Make sure that you smash that like button. Make sure that you share this stream out with your friends. Tell them to come hang out if they want to talk about comic books and other nerdy related things here on a Wednesday morning on New Comic Book Day. Now, sometimes on Wednesdays we would do maybe we'd do the stream talking about like a show or something that comes on Disney Plus. You know, I think the next one we're getting Hawkeye. I think that is the next one, isn't it? Hawkeye's the next one that's coming in December, because I know we got Eternals getting ready to come out this what is it, in about a month. About a month from now, like 3 weeks from now. It's probably about a month away still. Yeah, it's 31 days in this. Okay, it's close enough, right? So yeah, let me know down below. Did you guys get your tickets to go see Eternals? Do you live in a place where you don't have to worry about that? You're like, like, look, where I live at is small enough, I don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I got a ticket anyway. Because like me, like I got on the day they went on sale, and I started looking like it was already filling up. I'm like, come on, man, come on. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about that. But yeah, normally I do that on Wednesdays. When the shows are on Wednesdays, we will talk about the shows on Wednesdays. Other than that, we'll do the live streams talking about new comic books here on Wednesdays. But some of the books we want to be talking about here today. Some of the books we're going to be talking about here today are Deadbox from Vault Comics. This is issue number 2. Going to be talking a little bit more about this one later on. Also, Army of Darkness. Got Army of Darkness here as well. You know what? I went ahead and I picked up that variant cover as well. That Tony Fleecs variant cover. Yeah, I went ahead and picked that one up as well. Also, AWA Upshot Telepaths issue number 2. Issue number 2. Don't worry about being able to see. Don't worry about being able. No, you didn't just see through that. No, you didn't. All right, shh. Zip it. Live here at my local comic book shop, Bases, Cards, and Comics. ETER. Again, you're not seeing through that. That's how it was a metallic hollow foil. ETER issue number 1, a giant sized first issue, right? Most of them wait until you get to like, an annual or even maybe like issue number 25 or something before they give you that giant size like one, right? And dude, they did it right here off the bat. The other book we'll be talking about is He Who Walks with Monsters, issue number 2 on Ablaze Comics. This another it's been a pretty decent read. Now, it's a little bit based in history and a little bit based in historical fact, but they're probably going I don't know, are they going historical fiction here? Hard to say. There's some really cool stuff in this book that I really do like. But anyway, thank you guys so much for being here. Make sure, stay hydrated. Yeah, I keep my water here too, because like even when I'm having my morning coffee, I like to have water with it too. But anyway, guys, let's see who all we've got here. I see we've got come on, man. I see we've got Big Grissom in the house. We've also got Reefer Man Reviews. My man, how are you doing? Daniel Fisher in the building. Throwing them up. Yeah. How's it going? I haven't got tickets yet. All right. Good having my salad now. Nice. Hell yeah. I had a nice big old fat salad yesterday. Heck yeah, man. Top it off with some chicken and avocado and some bacon bits. Also toss on some like pumpkin seeds, some sunflower seeds, a little bit of pine nuts. Yeah, man. Hell yeah. Movie theater I go to does not make you wear a mask or anything. Yeah, I was gonna say ours don't either. We're all good. No tickets yet. I need to coordinate Dune viewing as well. Oh yeah. I'm not sure. But like, I mean, I'm not sure if I'm gonna go see Dune or not. I haven't been to see James Bond, but I'm actually I think like 2 movies behind on Bond anyway. So I haven't been to see the new one. I haven't been to see the new one, but yeah. We got my man Lord Veedo in the building. What is up, my man? How are you doing? Guys, if you are a channel member, we are going to do a stream this weekend? This weekend. Because we're going to be doing a giveaway exclusively for channel members only. We're going to be doing that here very soon as well. So, guys, make sure channel members pay attention to the community wall. Maybe go join the Discord if you're not over there, because I'm gonna, be asking you guys what day works best for you, so we can kind of all get on there and hang out and have a good time. And what day works in general? What day works best? What day works best? Okay, one of the other things I wanted to show off, Nikki in the building. How are you doing? Is me and my son. In case you guys missed the live stream, me and my son recently finished this Darth Vader head. This Darth Vader head. Yeah, I brought this to the comic shop with me. Brought this to the shop with me to show you guys. This Darth Vader head, this Lego build. We just got done building that. Woohoo! You can look. You can blows his socks off even. Woohoo! Yeah, yeah. We just got done building that last week. Just last week. I don't think it was over the weekend. I'm pretty sure it was last week still. But in the meantime, if you guys want to, you could always send in direct donations and super chats to fund my son's new Lego building addiction. You guys got him started, man. You guys got him. It's your fault. It's your fault. You've got to support his habit, because you guys are the ones who encouraged this. You guys are the ones who encouraged this. So not wasting any time. He didn't even wait for me. He's like, I ain't got time for your shit, Dad. He went ahead and he built his Avengers Tower. This is the Avengers Endgame final battle. He went ahead and built this. You can see it all. See the little cannon. You see it all busted up too. See it all busted up. So yeah, it's got like all the little satellite up there, the little table up here. Look, it's got the little, yeah, it's got that stuff. Yeah, he went ahead and he got that done by himself. Look, I can't even do the whistle right now, but yeah, look at that. And he's got little dudes in there, little guys. Look, you guys encourage this. Yeah, it's got all that. Look. It also came with Lego Thanos and his sword thingy, his blade. Yeah, came with that too. Oh, you know what else came with? This one you probably won't be able to see. I don't know. Let me see if I can get him to show you guys here. Oh, come on. It's not gonna do it. It's not gonna do it. This tiny little Ant-Man, dude, and he's the smallest. Dude, he's tiny. It's great. It's great. We've got Wanda. We've got Thor with Mjolnir, though he don't look like Fat Thor. He don't look like Fat Thor. He just looks like Thor. With Mjolnir right there. Yeah. So we got those done. So now what we've got left is we've got the Seinfeld set. We've got the Technic Jeep Wrangler that I'm gonna do with my daughter, and then me and my son are gonna build the Batwing. The Batwing. I was really looking at that. Was looking at that Lego Batman tumbler they got for pre-sale over on Lego.com. It's pretty badass. It's pretty badass. Anyway, smash that like button. Make sure. Did you guys stop off and Myrtle was here in the studio the other day. Them cancel vultures are apparently done, and he's come out on top. He won his case. He did. He was here for the Trailer Park News on Monday evening. He made it into the studio a little late. But yeah, Myrtle's back. Did you guys see it? In Trailer Park News? Man, all the best stuff. Okay, so let's see who all we've got. Who else has joined the building here? Okay, we got yeah, Nikki came in here. Did I see? I heard somebody say Aloys. Is Aloys here? Yeah, stay hydrated. That's my secret Trinity. I'm always high. Oh man, that's funny. I don't think he means that kind of salad. Oh, I think he does though. I think he does. Maybe he don't. Maybe he don't. But I think you're wrong. Yeah. Oh, I missed the stream where he finished. Yeah. We just finished it the other day. You get my lazy ass out on the trail, man. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Hell yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to hit some sort of trails on my mountain bike soon. Maybe. That's cool. It's really cooled down here over the last week or so. Yeah, the creepy fan Lego Thanos is totally true. Oh, was he transparent? That's funny. Was he transparent? Oh yeah, his body, because it's all gold or something. That's funny. Yeah. Will Morgan, my man, what is up? Meta Egg. Yeah. Ant-Man. Yeah, okay, yeah, there we go. Alois, how you doing? We're just getting started here. One of the first books I'm going to talk about here is Francesco Artibani and Werther Deladera's. This is He Who Fights with Monsters, where you can see they're kind of back in the 1940s, Germany. Well, actually, I don't think they're in Germany. I don't have the first issue here. I'm sure where they were, but basically, it was the Germans, the Nazis, and everything there. Basically, getting, obviously, like, killing Jews and everything, and sending them off to different camps and stuff like that. And you can kind of see where they're all there. And you see that there's these people who are out there trying to, obviously trying to help them escape execution. But we've also got some supernatural stuff going on here as well. Now, I really kind of started getting into this series why I picked the series up was because Werther Deladera is the artist. Who's the artist over on who's the artist for Something Is Killing the Children. So I went ahead and picked this one up. And it's been pretty good. We're like I said before, we've got it's kind of based in some historical some things that happened here in history. I'm all historical, but then they're also adding in this whole supernatural element to it as well. Here at the very end, and it's pretty good. Like I said, definitely a series so far. It's the first couple issues maybe a little slow for some, but I enjoy kind of what's going on here overall with He Who Fights with Monsters, and this is issue number 2. Once again, I'll show you that cover right there. But yeah, you can say. Can you say that last name one more time? Yeah, I got Artibani. Francesco Artibani. Yeah, here. Maybe I should show you the name right there. There you go. How about that? Yeah. Francesco. Fucking Francesco. But let me know down in the comments below if you've been reading He Who Fights with Monsters and what you have thought of it so far. Our next book on AWA Upshot. This is ETER issue number 1 with that. Look at that. I got the super cool variant that you're not going to get anywhere else. You're only going to see it right here. 2nd Street Marvel, baby. This one written by Jeff McComsky and secondary story by Dan Panosian. Javier Pulido on the main art here with Sean Crystal on art for the second story in here. This is the second little backup story. We've also got Desi Santi is the letterer on the first story. The colorist is Jean-Francois Bellew. Is the colorist on the second story, and World Design is the letterer there. I'll show you all those names right there, so you can check those out. Okay, this story right here is a new one. Like I said earlier, it was a giant-sized issue. Jeff McComsky doing this first story where they are basically in this emergency room that is for extraterrestrials. And there just happens to be one here on Earth, one of these ERs. They don't have them everywhere. And we see that just kind of how a human gets involved here and brought into to be part of the ETER family, right? It's like watching one of those. It's like watching the what's that one my wife's been watching? Chicago Med. It's like watching the first episode of that, seeing everybody like you get the new maybe some new booty in there and uh this first story here. Now I'll show you some of the art in here. I thought it was pretty good. I don't know, funny, entertaining. Seeing what's going on here. I'm kind of interested to see where this story is going to go. Here on the back, they've also got a picture of the main cover there. You can see that was the main cover. I think I've got that one being held at the shop as well. I had them hold on to that one for me. But yeah, we see here basically, like I said, kind of it reminds me of that show that my wife been watching. I mean, I've had to watch it too because I've been laying around and haven't really been able to do much. But as we've been sitting there watching it, it reminds me of that. You got patients coming in, you kind of got a little bit of like, oh my god, what's going on? What are they here for? They check them out, check something, they're trying to do something. Of course, something serious is getting ready to happen, and it's all kind of avoided, disaster averted. But it kind of reminded me of that. But I don't know, just a little bit more silly, here with some of the stuff. Yeah, I don't know. Altogether, I thought it was a pretty good read, but I actually read the preview of this, which is probably about half of this story or so, last year in the Upshot Now books, which were some like they were kind of thicker, kind of like a trade or something, but they were in black and white and they had previews of a lot of those. But ETER, if that sounds like like something that you might like, go check it out. If you watch Chicago Med, let me know down in the comments below. But if you watch shows like that, stuff like that, might be something you want to watch. I don't think it's gonna necessarily. I don't think it's gonna be Scrubs. I don't think it's gonna go Scrubs on us. Maybe it is. Maybe it is. But it's yeah. Anyway, check it out. I thought it was pretty good. But I enjoy a lot of these AWA Upshot books anyway, in case you guys didn't know that already. But the next one we've got here on AWA Upshot is Telepaths issue number 2. Now this one right here, what happened was there was these solar flares that had happened, and with this big solar flare happened, and it caused this, like, I don't know, a catastrophic event here on Earth. Planes crash, and because what happened is basically people passed out for like everybody completely blacked out for like 29 seconds, like almost 30 seconds, right? And everybody completely fainted, blacked out, just and everything you can imagine. There's planes in the air and just all kinds of stuff like that. People crashing cars, everything, and that's kind of what happened. So a lot of catastrophe. And what happened beyond that was there are some people out there who ended up getting telepathic powers, and some people can just like read thoughts, and some people who are even more adept can actually make people do stuff through telepathy. So very, very interesting kind of concept here. And what we're doing in this series is following the stories of a few different people, their events, and that's who we were introduced to in the first issue, was those few people, and their stories continue in here, where we've got a police officer, and then we've also got this a prison escapee who seems to have a group of people with him as well as an advisor to the president here. So, and we can see that just kind of how what's going on in the world and how the governments are starting to react and to everything that had happened in the time since then. Obviously, people being able to read each other's minds and everything, basically like zero privacy, right? And you can see people acting on some of those kinds of things, because where we see like people, I mean, think about people will have your passwords, your bank accounts, your social security numbers, your credit card numbers, anything like that. They just be able to read your mind, and those who are strong enough could basically control you to do whatever you want anyway. They wouldn't even need to know anything. They could just make you go to the ATM and pull out the money, right? So we see a lot of that kind of stuff going on here, and people obviously trying to utilize these newfound telepathic powers to their advantage. And we also see that there's a doctor out there that we met in the first issue as well, who was talking about these same kinds of things and these kinds of events caused by things like these solar flares and the effect that they have on not even just humanity, but just animals and just other things as well, even down to like appliances and even your cell phones and stuff like that. Altogether, I got to say, I really enjoyed Telepaths overall. It's written by J. Michael Straczynski, who's basically the guy who's written a lot of these books that are on in the shared universe of stories on AWA Upshot, going like with the Resistance. You got Moths and what was it? Oh, that was the Resistance that just ended. And I know I'm thinking I know I'm missing the other one right now off the back. Oh, it's probably here on the back. Probably here on the back. Okay, no, it's not on there. But yeah, he started it off. The artist on this series is Steve Epting. Yeah, that guy. So I'll show you some of the art in here. Some of the art that you can get right there as well. And Brian Reber is the colorist. And then on letters, who's on letters on this one? Letters is Sal Cipriano. But yeah, altogether, I think Telepaths is a really excellent series overall. One I've really enjoyed these first couple of issues. Now the next one that I've got here is on Dynamite Comics. This is Army of Darkness 1979. This is a Francesco Mattina cover. This book is being written by Rodney Barnes. Art by Tom Garcia. Colors by Dene Ribeiro. And letters by Troy Peteri. Show you some of the art here. See how much of it you'll be able to see in here. This one obviously supposed to be. I didn't say that right, did I? Supposed to be about Ash and kind of his experiences, everything, the supernatural regarding the Necronomicon. And I've got to say, this one right here, I wasn't sure after reading the first issue. I'm like, the story and everything kind of going on here Rodney Barnes has is kind of cool, but the character of Ash don't feel like Ash to me. That Bruce Campbell kind of quippy one-liner and just Ash, right? The essence of Ash isn't here for me. And even in the last series that I read too, I can't remember which one that one was that I read as well. I think it was written by Ryan Parrott. Again, it was the same thing. It was like a decent read, but the character didn't feel like Ash. Where there was another one I read. I can't remember if it was the Bubba Hotep one. I can't remember, but he did like the Bubba Hotep with the Army of Darkness one as well. And that one, the characterization of Ash actually felt like Ash to me. In this one, it doesn't. The art in this book is pretty good though. I'm gonna say the art's not bad. The coloring, everything is pretty good. Like I said, the story otherwise isn't too bad, but like the character of Ash doesn't feel like Ash to me, and I don't know. That's really my only criticism of it. To me, but to me, that's the most important thing on the Army of Dark in an Army of Darkness book is nailing that character of this main character, Ash Williams, that we all know as Bruce Campbell from the movies, right? Hey, am I wrong? Am I wrong? He's not supposed to act like Peter Quill from Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn's version of Guardians of the Galaxy, anyway. But altogether, I don't know. I wouldn't say it's a recommend. If you're like me, where the curiosity got you, maybe you'll probably go check it out. But to me, I mean, and like I said, it's enjoyable. It's not terrible. It's just it doesn't really feel like Ash to me. The next one we've got here is Dead Box. This is issue number 2, and I've got, oh man, look at that transparent cover. Look at that hollow foil edition. It's a hollow foil edition. Both of them are. This book right here, written by Mark Russell. It's got art by Benjamin Tizma, colors by Vladimir Popov, and lettered by And World Design. I'll show you some of the art and stuff in this book right here. Show you those names. Again, this one's on Vault Comics. This one I really enjoy here. Only 2 issues in, where we see there's this girl who is supposed to be off in college. She ends up back home in her hometown, taking care of her parents as they are sick and not able to take care of themselves. Is it her parents? Maybe just her father. I think it's both of them. But so she's back home and she's running their little convenience store there in BFE. And she's there, you know, she don't want to be there. And you can see she's maybe one of these kind of progressive type of gals. Maybe she's part of the community. But you can kind of get the feeling how she feels being there in this little podunk town in the middle of, you know, who knows? Is it Alabama? Are they in Alabama? I don't know. But she's there, and one of the things that's there is they have this like red box, you know, red box like where you rent movies from. They have this box there at the convenience store with movies that she had never heard of before. Nobody's ever heard of before. You can't find these movies anywhere. And people go in there and they rent these movies. And these movies, she watched one in the last issue, very weird one about humans and aliens finally meeting each other for the first time, and where the humans had sent somebody off to meet the aliens. It was going to take like 200 years or something like that, but like only like 50 years, like I can't remember how it was, like they're 200 light years away, but it was going to take him 50 years, the person 50 years to get there and to meet with the humans or the aliens and everything. And by the time he got there, it was, you could imagine. Well, anyway, here in issue number 2, she gets another movie and watches it. Now, the interesting thing is this movie that she's watching in this particular issue, because it reminds me, and actually I know for a fact they take and they're talking about this study that was actually done. It was a real study done, but they use it in this fake movie that's in the comic book that she's watching, these odd movies. And there's this place that is kind of running this contest between a couple of some of its scientists there to see, you know, how innovative they can be. Well, one of them does this experiment, but it's funny because this experiment is like an actual experiment that's been done, that people have done, where they had these monkeys, and they had them all in basically like a cage, right? They had them all caged, and they had these bananas up towards the ceiling, and they had a water outlet there, a sprayer there, and when the monkeys would try to go up there and get the bananas, it would spray them, and they would, the monkeys would fall and be like, oh hell no. Well, eventually what happened was none of the monkeys would go up there and get it. They would keep the other monkeys from They would try to keep them down, basically, like, oh, don't go up there and get it. You're gonna get sprayed. So what happened was they took a monkey. They took one monkey at that point, after all the monkeys had been in there. At one point, they took one monkey out that had been there. They put a new monkey in, and the monkey would go. The new monkey would go and try to get the bananas, and all the monkeys were like, no, hey, no, stop, don't do it, and they wouldn't let him do it. So eventually, what happened was they took one monkey out every day and put a new one in every single day, and the same thing happened. Eventually, there was all monkeys in this cage that none of them had ever been sprayed by the water to trying to get the bananas, because all the other monkeys were like, no, go up there. That's not what we do. We don't do that. We don't go after the bananas. They don't even know why. Right? It's a very interesting study that was done, and this was an actual real study, like real world study that went down. You've probably heard about it before, but if not, you could probably look it up as well. But they use that in this story as well. But then in this story, they actually have where they're having this contest. They have this interesting other story that goes along with it, where the scientists use this other here, basically, where they're talking about basically like the dopamine reward kind of pathway, if you will. We had two monkeys, and they gave the monkeys, one of them got a banana, the other one got a button, and the one with the banana was like happy. He's like, hey, I got a banana. He's like, yay. And the other one's like, hey, well, like, I don't got a banana. So he ended up pushing his button, and the button ended up dispensing him a banana. But what happened when he pushed the button, to get a banana, there was a club that came down, boom, and swung down like in the cartoons and hit the other monkey. And eventually, like the other monkey didn't care. He was like, "Oh, cool." He's like, "Oh, give me banana." But he had one banana. Beyond that, he just kept pushing the button because he was being rewarded for pushing the button by getting all the bananas. Right? Again, this is the dopamine. This is the reward pathway that actually goes on chemical reactions in your brain. But anyway, it has to do with that. But you see, and eventually you see his partner that was over there that had the single banana, that was given a banana, bludgeoned to death. But the other monkey didn't give a shit, right? So I don't know. Very, very interesting. Just the stuff, bringing those kinds of things up, putting them kind of interweaving them into this story here overall in this book, Dead Box. Again, a book I really have enjoyed over these first couple of issues. Let me know down in the comments below if you have read Dead Box, and what you think about it down in the comments below. I want to know all your thoughts. We'll get here into the live chats and see what everybody is saying. If there's anything you guys want to talk about, let me know. Let me know and we'll talk about it. I mean, I know there was some recent casting news, right? Oh, what's his name? Will Poulter being cast to come in and play Adam Warlock in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? Confirmed by James Gunn? Interesting, right? Interesting. One just died, had to get a different device. All right. ETR dying for this, yeah. AWA's out was badass. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good. Batteries on camera are almost charged. All right, time to go. All right. Yeah. That's a dope hoodie, my man. Oh, yeah, thanks, Quentin Lee. Thank you so much for being here. But yeah, I actually, you know what? It's funny. I was putting this on today. I was sitting there putting it on. I was like, you know what? Remember that time Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV, just because he's just an awesome dude, sent us out those Avengers Endgame hoodies? As I was putting it on, I was thinking about that. But thank you. Yeah, it was like I said, it was a gift. My man Ryan from Nerdy Blurb TV sent to me. He sent several people one of these things. But you should go check them out. There's a link clear down at the bottom of the description on this video Turner Nerdy Blurb because the intro that I used, he actually did. He actually did that. Yeah. VB Studios, how are you doing? Will Morgan, my man, says, don't go after bananas, my friends. Yeah. I am True Skills. Thank you so much for being here. So, yeah, like I said, some very good books. And, yeah, okay. What were we talking about? Will Poulter, MCU, casting, news. What do you guys think about this? How old is that kid? He's got to be like 30. He's got to be like 30 or so. I think I looked it up. I think I looked it up and I think he was born in like 93. I think he was born in 93. 93. So he's nearly 30 years old. He's nearly 30 years old. You know, I can't remember the first movie that I remember seeing him. I can't remember it. But I know I've certainly seen him in like the Maze Runner movies. He was in what was that? A fucking funny movie, man. We are the Millers. We're with Jason Sudeikis and was that Jennifer Aniston in that? Nah. Maybe it was. Where they all they weren't even a family, but weren't they all just pretending to be a family, going across country and like, yeah, it was. I haven't watched that movie in a while. I need to buy that movie. That shit was funny. But yeah, this kid got cast to play in as Adam Warlock in the upcoming Guardians of the Galaxy movie. Apparently confirmed by James Gunn. You know, James Gunn on Twitter, he reacts to a lot of stuff. In case, hey, James Gunn's popular for being on Twitter. Trust me, he causes quite the ruckus over there, right? Anyway. He on Twitter basically confirmed it. You know, they posted about there was rumors, or there was like a rumor or something going on about it, and he went ahead and was like, yeah, you know, kind of said welcome or some crap like that. I didn't go check it out. I don't follow that asshole. I don't follow that asshole. But so he pretty much confirmed it, and that's kind of cool. I mean, I think Will Poulter has the chops to pull something off. I mean, what do we expect out of Adam Warlock? You know, what are your expectations? I mean, if it's James Gunn bringing him in anyway, I mean, that's probably not the best version you could ever get. But hey, those are just the cards we're dealt, right? Joey Ebbs, thank you so much for being here. Hope you're having a very good day. So yeah, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it. I mean, I think overall throughout the MCU so far, they've done a pretty good job casting a lot of these movies and the roles and things like that. If you ask me. Especially like even from the kind of the get-go, you get into Iron Man and then just look progressively through all the movies that we've had so far. And I think a lot of the castings that they've had throughout the MCU have been very good. I mean, are there some that I would probably make different choices on? Maybe so. But maybe even just because I would make different choices on the depictions of these characters that we're getting in some of these cases as well. But it's not anything that I worry too much about anyway. You know, like fan casting can be cool. Some people are really into it. I'm not really into it. Sometimes, you know, like there's an actor I see, I'm like, oh, dude, I'd like to have this character. This dude is this character, whatever. He'd be great. Right? And that, you know, but that's really about it. You know, like John Bernthal. John Bernthal apparently saying he like the Punisher's in his blood. He wants to be Punisher for the rest of his life. He wants to Nick Fury the role out of the Punisher. Because Samuel L. Jackson said that he would happily be Nick Fury till the day he died. He didn't really care. But, yeah. That's what he said. He also had some comments about some other stuff as well. I could break them down. Maybe we could break them down and dissect them a little if you wanted to. I think it's largely unnecessary. Don't go chasing infinity stones. Stick to the rivers and the lakes. That's funny. Daryl Harris. I think he's gonna be kind of like Thor version. Oh yeah, all kind of MCU jokey stuff. Like, yeah, and I don't necessarily know about that, man. Well, I mean, I think you're probably right. And like Taika Waititi did, like James Gunn did, and yeah, I don't know, man. I'm not really into but I'm not really into James Gunn anyway. Like he's all right, you know, but yeah, I'm not like given the chance for this last movie. We got to strap up for this last one at least, and we got that holiday special too or whatever. But overall, I'm not enthused about it. Certainly. But yeah, and even the Thor thing, like, I don't know, I kind of feel like Thor's evolution just in the MCU was kind of going there anyway. Because, like, even in the first one, the first Thor movie, which excellent movie. We just recently watched that one again too, as well. Very interesting stuff in there, guys. Yeah. Anyway, but it's sometimes just like little things that start to make a difference later. Like, they probably went back like, oh yeah, remember that line we had in the movie, and we had, like, but again, anyway, went back and where were we at? And watch that, but you see, like, even at the beginning on that one, he was still he wasn't quite the Taika Waititi version, but he was still a little bit on the jokey kind of side, but still a little bit more serious, though. You know what I mean? It was just different. It was just different for sure. Because like even like when you first introduced to him, when he's there in Asgard, he's like, yeah, he's walking in, he's like, woo, he's all like showboating and everything, walking up to basically Odin's throne to be isn't that the point where he's being crowned? Yeah. And then the frost giants come, and wasn't that they come to get the little casket of all winters. But even there, he was being kind of cheesy and kind of funny. But even throughout the movie, he was kind of that way as well. But it was definitely different, and I think you got a little bit more of that when you get into Thor: The Dark World, where he went a little bit more kind of, I don't know, a little more jokey. But then, yeah, by the time you get to Ragnarok, it's all out like, yeah, I don't know. Not every character has to be from a sitcom. I said it. Not everybody has to be a character from Community or The Office. You don't have to do it. You don't have to do it. But yeah, I mean, we can only hope that they end up taking it pretty seriously and bringing him in, and he's more of a serious character. Hopefully, James Gunn, after that movie's done, and maybe we'll get a better director or something on board to do something cool with those characters. Maybe Marcus and McFeely will come back and do some writing for the MCU. That's what we need. That's what we need. Okay. Let's see. Will Morgan says that dude is intense. He don't have to be is intense. He don't have to be comedic. Guardians is always kind of goofy though. Yeah. Maze Runner, that guy looks menacing. Yeah, in the Maze, yeah, like I said, I've seen him in several different movies. To know, and I feel like he's got the chops to be able to pull something like this off and do a really good job of it. Like, I can't wait to see him on that, dude. See him on the Marvel diet, the Marvel training program. I mean, look at Kumail Nanjiani, right? Look at how buff that dude got. I mean, think about it. He was a little scrawny, kind of like tight nerd dude, right? He wasn't scrawny, but he definitely wasn't in the condition that he's in now. Imagine Will Poulter getting all jacked up, coming out as Adam Warlock, dude. It's gonna, yeah. Again, Scott Lang was more buff than Shang-Chi. Where's Felicity at? She's gonna say something about that. Daryl Harris, do you think this is Gunn's last movie with Marvel? Oh, God. I hope so. I hope so. But it's hard to say. Obviously he's been doing stuff over with DC. And what's he got going over there? One thing I talked about a long time ago was when they brought him on and everything. I was kind of thinking like maybe they brought him in for doing the Suicide Squad. Maybe when they brought him in, they started consulting with him, like, hey, what's Kevin Feige doing over there at MCU? Like, what do they do? Like, kind of, like just picking his brain for information, not telling them everything, but obviously using him like, what can you bring to the table and tell us what we could do to fix the, kind of the processes they're doing over there that will help us take and build this universe bigger and better. And because James Gunn has, been in both of these things now. I was kind of thinking like maybe they just brought him in as, like a consultant in those kinds of ways for building their universe going forward. He would obviously be helpful for that. But I don't know. I'm hoping it's his last. I'm hoping it's the last. Oh man. You think it's let's see. Sheev the Wise, what is up, my man? Will Morgan says those eyebrows are straight Adam Warlock. This eyebrow, yeah. His crazy eyebrows, man. And didn't they do something in one? I want to say, was it weird? I think they did something in one of the movies where on his eyebrows too. Like they really, yeah. It was kind of his whole, yeah. It's part of his whole thing. Absolutely. But anyway, guys, I think that's all I've got for today. I can't remember if there was something else. Was there something else? You know what? There was that other casting news in the MCU as well. You guys might want to go check out the Trailer Park News from the other night when your boy Myrtle was here reporting. He had some major recasting news over in the MCU that came from our friends over at Real Marvel Leaks over on Twitter. You should go check them out. Tell them we sent you. Go tell them we sent you. But yeah, guys, I think that's all we've got for today's stream. It's New Comic Book Day. Make sure you go check out some new comic books. Let me know down in the comments below what comic books are on your pull list today. And we'll see you all in the next video. Later.